Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Figured I make this XDefiant video kind of like as a bit of a rant in a sense because of the certain comments I've been seeing either in my videos or in other videos regarding anyone that basically covers XDefiant in the most positive way. And you always get these comments of people just saying, wait till Call of Duty Black Ops 6 comes out and what's it called, XDefiant will be dead, or this game's already dead because ever since that little hit list article that Tom Henderson came out with, everyone's just been clutching onto that, saying like this game's on a time limit now. But it's funny that basically if you try to enjoy this game's actually pretty fun. It's like as you give it time, it starts to improve. But for the people that are just trash talking or already disliking the game, you pretty much already ruined it for yourself. You're not going to convince anyone else to just drop the game and go play the next Call of Duty or do whatever. But pretty much once this game does get in its, in its prime, which, it could either be season 3 or season 4. But once that happens, just know you pretty much just ruined it for yourself with all those comments you've been trying to put on other people's videos, clips, anything like that. All those comments, you're just negatively affecting yourself. If anything, most of us, we see them, we really don't care, because at the end of the day, these people are basically spending more time watching our content, trying to trash talk a game we enjoy, but meanwhile they won't even play Modern Warfare 3 because to them that game's already dead. And the same could be probably said with Black Ops 6, once the honeymoon phase runs out, because realistically, unless you're a diehard fan, which that's the thing too. The diehard fans of Call of Duty will already be playing Call of Duty. The people that are iffy or more open to FPS games, they're more than likely going to come back to XDefiant. And then more than likely, lastly, the people that are loyal or not, I want to say loyal to some extent, similar to Call of Duty players, where they enjoy a game so much that, they can look past its flaws and everything. We're not going anywhere, basically. So again, all those comments that we've been seeing, saying this game's dead or something like that, it's truly not dead until pretty much, in a sense, it pulls a rogue company. For those of you that know, that game had potential because it was a third-person arena shooter to some extent. But in a sense, you also do get abilities almost similar to the same way you do in XDefiant, but there was always an objective to play. Anyways, that game pretty much, they straight up just said they ceased support for that game. So that game officially dead. You can still play the game, but there's nothing new. There's nothing. Basically, the same thing can be said with any Call of Duty. With every year, if it doesn't sell well or it doesn't do to their expectations, what do? They just release a new Call of Duty, old one. All the content they already released for it for the whole year, that's all you're getting. You're not getting any more. With XDefiant, it's a live service game. We haven't even made it past the whole year since we had it, and yet people are already trying to shrug it off that the game's dead. But it's far from it. We're pretty much going into a slow and steady pace, which I'm pretty sure Mark Rubin has said it himself. It's about the marathon, not the sprint. But it seems to be like people are barely seeing, they're seeing all these other games coming out, say like Splitgate 2. They're seeing the new expansion for Destiny and all this. Think of it like all of them just kind of hanging out at the very start of a race, right? And they're already cheering for their favorite team and everything. But already basically, even though the other racer, think of it like all the other racers haven't even started yet, people are already trash talking and say, yeah, these guys are going to lose and everything like that. I can understand some friendly banter saying, yeah, this game's going to do about bad, this game's going to do good and all that. But it gets to the point that when you do it that way, in a negative sense, where you're just trash talking one game, but completely ignoring the flaws of your current game, because Black Ops 6 has done nothing innovative, if I'm being honest. It's not doing anything new. Everything that it's done has been done in previous Call of Duties. The only thing that they haven't done, and it's something that would probably bring me back personally, is if they brought back the jetpack system. I never got to they basically were innovating it. First, it started off with Advanced Warfare, where it just shot you up into the sky. Black Ops 3 pretty much, or Black Ops, it was Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 kind of like smoothed it out and it felt more smoother. And then, what's it called? Infinite Warfare. But yeah, the way I see it these days, the reason I don't enjoy Call of Duty at all anymore is because, in a sense, think of it like, I was gonna make an anime reference, but I don't know if many of you have seen Stone Ocean, but of JoJo. But think of it like a soft reboot. This Call of Duty isn't meant for us old Call of Duty try-hard players. You know, the ones that have been playing since Modern World at War. In my head, the way I see Call of Duty now is the Modern Warfare 2019 is technically the new Call of Duty players. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare, right? And Black Ops Cold War is technically their version of our version of World at War. And then what's it called? Call of Duty World War II. You remember that one, right? With the headquarters and all that stuff. Technically Vanguard. You're kind of seeing where I'm going with this, right? Where all the pretty much Call of Duties that we enjoyed as and what we assume is the Call of Duty's prime is technically not even for us anymore. We already lived those glory days, and unfortunately all the talent behind it, like the XDefiant team, for example, which is one thing that confuses me to this day, why people like to trash talk them so much, because guess what? They're one of the people that made the building steps for the Call of Duty you're currently enjoying. You really think that if, what's it called? Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to say it but basically, for those that are trying to hype up when Modern Warfare 3 came out, when, what's it called? Black Ops 6 is currently coming out. All of those would not exist if not for the older Call of Duties, and some of those teams have pretty much already left. For example, I believe one of them, I think the original team for Infinity Ward left and are currently working on Apex. The XDefiant team, they were part of the people that made Modern Warfare 2, the original one. And the reason I'm not always giving them flack for, messing this game up, or to be honest, the game seems fine to me. It's an arena shooter. You can only do so much with it. But the reason I'm not giving them flack for it is simply because, well, they got to work going from, from my perspective, they got to go from PS3, Xbox 360 era to modern, more powerful thing. It's not an easy thing to do, especially with, no offense to Ubisoft, but the resources they're giving them, it's not really an ideal, especially because aside from I think Rainbow Six Siege, I can't think of any other first person shooter that they have under their belt that's not just like a single player and let me see, I'm trying to think of other games, but to be honest, Ubisoft just doesn't have the best track record for multiplayer games because they're mostly always working on single player entries, because that's where most of their money comes from. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pretty much just trying to say that, for the people that are trying to, basically go through every XDefiant creator's videos, comment or pictures, clips, and just try to trash talk them because, they like Call of Duty more, you're pretty much, again, just ruining the game for yourself. It's a bad look on you. And realistically, not many people are going to jump ship to a new game if you're just going to be pretty much just showing the ugly side of that community. You really think someone's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to play Call of Duty because some guy said the game I'm trying to play sucks so much? Yeah, no. A lot of people got to work on their social skills. You got to realize that, you really think like if realistically, if you're selling a product, you think people are going to buy it if you just went up to them like, hey, buy this because I know you're broke ass can't afford something like this, and if you start you just pitch it by just insulting them, you really think people are going to jump to it. Let the game speak for itself. I'm curious about Black Ops 6, but for the moment, I'm more interested in XDefiant because it's one of those games where it's being built up from the ground up. I played since the pre-alphas, when it was just horrible. There was like the horrible hit registration. That one infamous clip that I posted a while back that I emptied a half a clip into someone and, the shots weren't registering. And now look at the game's pretty much getting fixed little by little that, it's pretty much just feeling like exactly how I think it was, to the point that I can disregard the bad memories that I had playing when this game was first starting off. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say about this video. Pretty much the wrap up of it is, let people enjoy games they want to play, and yeah, But let me go ahead and, if you made it this far, let me go ahead and ask this one question, because maybe you made it this far, maybe not. And this is more for the people that are usually trash talking XDefiant, because, you know, in a sense, this game was made by the original Modern Warfare 2 team, right? So let's say Black Ops 6 ends up being the best Call of Duty game ever, like imaginable. Everyone loves it. Would you be right there ready to say their next game sucks, and say, yeah, this team has no talent, this game's dead on arrival when the next Call of Duty comes out? If the team that made Black Ops 6 decides to leave and form their own studio away from Activision, and they make their own FPS, are you going to be one of those people that are going to be ready to just insult them as well? Because that's technically what you're doing when you're leaving those comments for XDefiant. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment what you thought about it, and yeah, that's all I got to say. Catch you all later on the next video. Everyone, see you later.